Yes, we are green across the board. So we're trying to build on that big comeback on Friday. Joe, I laid it out. Dow's higher than 50K, S&P equal weight record high, and Ed Yardeni says you ain't seen nothing yet. He says Dow 70K by 2029. Dow theory remains bullish. The delivery side of the economy, the transports, he says that's confirming that the production side of the economy, the industrials, that the market is still in growth story mode.
Well, we tried to speak to that throughout last week as you had that significant deleveraging event going on. And it was really about cascading liquidation in a very systematic-oriented type of way. We tried to identify, Scott, the fundamentals are fine. If you look at revenue growth, look at earnings growth for the 60% of the S&P 500 that have reported so far, it is incredibly robust, the way it was in the prior 4 quarters. So we've had the narrative in which you broadened out the opportunity set for sure. S&P equal weight, that was the tell last week. And now this week, we're beginning the week with some strength once again in the Mag 7 names. NVIDIA's working well, Microsoft working well, and then we'll talk a little bit more, but software is bouncing as well today. So I think all of that collectively is a pretty good setup as you move into what will be 2 critical economic numbers later in the week in labor and inflation.
Bryn, what a week we're coming off of, huh? I mean, you have the big upset midweek, and then, Friday, that massive comeback in so many areas of the market. And now we turn the page to this new week and try and think about where we are and where we might be going. And it's your RSP that's done so well, which you keep telling us why you have been in that. So what do I do from here?
You let it run, first of all. And so I think for those who don't own it, and it's important even if you do own RSP, it's somewhat equal weight by security, but it's not by sector. So industrials are over 16%, by far the largest weighting in RSP. And so is that broadening out? Obviously, industrials also hit the AI narrative as well. I think you're just seeing sentiment and flows are going to continue to move out as we're all asking questions. Over the last 10 years, these amazing companies, the Googles, the Metas, the Amazons, et cetera, which have been cap light, high margin, really solid recurring revenue, are now becoming CapEx very heavy, more debt, and lower margins. And so I think this market is in this digestion phase of saying, how do we value, I'm putting them all together for this comment, how do we value these going forward? While we do see this economic expansion, which really is just right in the center of what RSP gives you. I will say one thing, though, you can't get away from AI. I looked at the top holding. SanDisk actually is the #1 holding at 50 basis points, which is twice the average holding weighting of any of our stock in there. So we still have AI anywhere we go.
Now, Weiss, it doesn't matter whether you think Yardeni's going to be right about 70K, but what he says about the mechanism to get the market higher from where it is now feels like it's right on the money. That the delivery side, as we said, the transports and Dow theory traditionally confirms where the economy looks to be, and the production side, industrials say that he says the market currently views the 2026 growth story as fundamentally solid. Hard to poke a lot of nails in that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Poke a lot of holes in that. Excuse me.
Yeah, and I don't really care about his targets, you point out. It's what's the direction. We can worry about targets later. So I think everything's in place for the direction. But here's what I find that's always so interesting in periods like this, which is that when markets correct significantly, like we had, everybody says, oh, that's healthy. But when a market shoots up like it did on Friday and it shoots up again today, nobody's saying, well, that's unhealthy. So to me, what I'm getting at is that valuations right now are too high. So it would have been good to see the market base for a little bit.
When you say valuations are too high,
yeah.
Don't you need to be more specific when you say that rather than a blanket?
Exactly. So what I'm talking about is Microsoft's adjusted, right? But now there's a legitimate conversation here is where their growth slowed dramatically. I think that Meta is a great valuation. When I look at some others and where the momentum is, and I own it, like Vernova, GEV, I don't know how you justify that. And you've got some others. I can justify Taiwan Semi, even though it's far above what the valuations, what the multiples have been. So my question is, and I don't know the answer, do we have a new valuation paradigm that's going to continue to support these? And that's driven by AI, even Caterpillar, which I own, and Jimmy, I think, would agree that that's overvalued here, right? But anything that's still associated with AI is getting those premium valuations.
Well, it just depends. Not everything is anymore. I mean, you mentioned your Microsoft,
right,
which is really in the eye here.
Yep.
So it got downgraded today to hold from buy.
Yep.
The target to 430 from 625.
Yep.
From 625 to 430 at Melius, which says, quote, Satya lost the AI narrative. That's a pretty harsh description of what this particular analyst thinks is happening at Microsoft.
Right, and if you compare that to what was being said about Alphabet about a year ago, saying they're out of it, search is dead, we're going to lose them all to search, everybody's going to cannibalize it, and it's not, I don't think it's exactly analogous, but
you're right.
But the damage to Amazon and the damage to Microsoft, those are going to be years in the future. I'm not even sure there's going to be damage to Amazon. And apologies, Kevin, but I added to the position this morning.
Okay. Kevin's our executive producer, whom you didn't tell about the move, which is why you're apologizing now.
I apologize to him. Yep.
Do you think all the viewers know Kevin? Now
I think they should.
Now they do, obviously.
I think they should know Kevin.
We need
right,
context.
Kevin?
We need context around most of the things that you say, but this particular one is helpful.
That's true. I'm typically far ahead. But here's what I'd say. Comparing it to Google is you can justifiably do that. There are some differences, though, right?
Of course.
And I think that Microsoft, it's too early to say that Nadella's lost the AI narrative. It's early days. They've shown a willingness to spend. They've got the relationships.